Hello, Taurus friends. I'm Annie Botticelli, and welcome to my report about Jupiter in Gemini just for Taurus. This event is going to take place from May 2024 through June 2025, so everything that I talk about here will be in effect for a full year. And it's very exciting because Jupiter is the great expander and it is unleashing its golden opportunities upon, among other things, your money house. We're going to talk about as many manifestations as I could possibly think of and as many ways to apply the energies of Jupiter with the energies of your sign, which happens to rule the second house, which is where Jupiter is moving through for this year. So we'll get into those details later. I just want to set a little groundwork. The first thing to know is that this is a 12-year cycle, so you can think back to 12 years ago and that year and see if any of the types of things that we're going to talk about, if you notice those kind of things, you can kind of have a little frame of reference for that type of expansion. The next thing is that we're only covering Jupiter moving through the second house because that is what is happening for Tauruses with this Gemini transit. We're not going to talk about the manifestations of Gemini or Jupiter in the sign of Gemini. So definitely see my video called Jupiter in Gemini for all signs, which I will link at the bottom of the notes below the podcast and the notes below the video. You've got to click on the little more button with the ... underneath YouTube to see those notes. I'll also put it as an after post at the end of the YouTube video. So let's talk about Jupiter in the second house. Okay, so when Jupiter is in Taurus or the second house, we're going to apply these principles of Jupiter, of optimism, broadening, diversification, luck, benevolence, education, international connections, diversifying, additive, excess, etc., to money. So this could mean an increase in income, expenses, which usually comes with the increase in income, like you're raising your standard of living, or your increase in expenses makes you get more income, an increase in money consciousness, an acquisition of desired material items, either through purchase or in some other way coming to you, an increase in your sustainability, either in working smarter instead of harder, like working less and making more, or your environmental sustainability, or just your habits that allow your life to function better. I have seen this also manifest as the topics of using your hands, whether it's gardening or woodworking or making things with your hands, the use of your hands and some kind of venture, possibly related to earning money, maybe a hobby turning into business, can also come up here. And the general energy of assessment of value of material items, of priorities, getting your priorities in order, are all things that I have seen come up when Jupiter is in Taurus or the second house. So again, we want to apply all of this. You can go big. If you want to make big income goals or any of these other things, change your imprint. This is a time to really dream big and go big and plant seeds for the future. Apply the energy of expansion to any of this. Watch out for excess as far as purchases, or, it's always a good idea to start saving more when you're making more. Also know that if you have any weak links in your money consciousness or in your budget, those could come up. And again, understanding the profound effects of changing your perspective. If you change your mind or change how you see your personal value, for instance, and the work that you do, you could get brave enough to ask for that raise. If you see your work as being more valuable and you carry that radiance and you really feel it and know it, that can all affect all of this. So in general, diversification of income, lucky breaks, internationally based income having to do with education or teaching, anything having to do with your philosophy or viewpoints. Maybe you were someone who wasn't as concerned about the environment, and now that Jupiter has expanded your viewpoint on that particular topic. So you can take any of these points and apply them to any of these points. And those are the types of things that you will see happen during Jupiter in Taurus or second house transits. If you resonate with my work and you want more free content from me, make sure to subscribe if you're on a podcast so you don't miss anything. Also, you can search in the podcast history and you'll see a list of everything that I posted recently. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. I've heard if you don't click the bell, I won't show up in your notifications. And I post pretty regularly, so you don't want to miss anything. So make sure you click the bell, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you want to have one easy place to see all of my podcasts and videos, go to anniehelpsyou.com/astrology. This is my player that I have, the podcast player and the YouTube player right next to each other. And if you are on the player on this page, just click in the top right corner on these three lines and it will reveal the playlist there. And you can scroll and see. Sometimes you have to scroll way far back because there's a lot of stuff I post. And if I do ever post anything on this player page that is a time-stamped situation, then any info about the timestamps will be somewhere right above or below, and there will be other instructions or other things on the page. You can always check out my eclipse playlist on that player as well, depending on where you're at in the eclipse cycle. There can be information for your sign and in general there, so you can just click there on the player as well. If you love to have more dates that are relevant, my sweet and salty date list, my monthly written astrology review given to you 1 month early, my monthly mini astrology lessons, special promos, private promos, blog updates, go to anniehelpsyou.com and put your name and email address in the slots there. And you will be joining my free VIP community. You'll also get my 28-day virtual coaching program for free called Shine, and that is very, very helpful. You'll also receive one of my subliminal recordings called Relax, Unwind, and Let Go. So lots of goodies for my free VIP community. You can see that at anniehelpsyou.com. If you love astrology and you love how I teach, you will love my astrology certification course. So on the anniehelpsyou.com page, you can see this up level link, and this will show you my basics course, and it will show you my very detailed, very comprehensive Become a Professional Astrologer Mastery Certification course, where I can take you from any stage you're at and help you to read charts adeptly and to earn money from your love of the stars. I have been a coach for 20 years. I've been teaching astrology, an astrologer for 20 years, and I've also been an entrepreneur for longer than that time. So all of that shines through in this course. You can take this course even if you want to learn astrology just to help yourself and your friends, but if you want to earn money, I can definitely help you do that. You can put my over 17 million channel views to work, all of my experience and expertise in this course. If you want early content, written horoscopes, how to handle difficult transits, and so much more, you can click on the upgrade button and join my secret star portal. And of course, we talked about how to join the free VIP community there. I hope you have a wonderful time until my next video, and I'll be back with you soon. Bye.